Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Unknown Destination. My name is Justin, and this is the channel where we talk about everything travel related. I'm a travel professional with over 15 years' experience in the industry, and today we are going to break down the two credit cards offered by Marriott Bonvoy. So let's go ahead and dive right in and see what features and benefits we have with these cards. So the first thing is that there are two different cards. Both of them are issued by Chase Bank. The Bold card is the lower end card that does not have an annual fee, and then the Boundless card has a $95 annual fee. This next page is going to be everything that you get on either one of these cards. These are benefits that you get from either one of them. So as you can see, this is a Visa card. So because of that, you have access to Visa Concierge. What that basically is a complimentary service that's available 24 hours a day that you would call into the 800 number and they'd help you find tickets to sporting events, entertainment events, help you make dinner reservations, or help you send a gift through a service like 1-800-Flowers or something like that. The next thing that you're going to have is no foreign transaction fees. This card obviously is aimed towards people who are traveling because it is a hotel rewards program. So, because of that, you will not see any foreign transaction fees when you use your card for purchases made outside of the US. One of the big benefits of this card is that your points do not expire as long as you use your card once every 24 months. So you can go almost 2 full years, but as long as you don't go that 2 full years and you make a purchase, your points will still be good. This is a great benefit to have because normally Marriott Bonvoy points do expire if you're just a normal Marriott Bonvoy member, and this keeps that from happening. So that's a pretty big benefit of this card. All right, so the next thing is baggage delay insurance. If for some reason your baggage didn't make it with you and the airline needed to bring it to you later or deliver it to you later, if it is over 6 hours, then you will get up to $100 a day for up to 5 days. This is basically to reimburse you for purchases like toiletries, clothing, things that you just absolutely have to have. So that's a nice benefit to have if an airline loses your luggage for some reason. And it's really nice that they do it up to 5 days because that's up to $500, which could end up being, if you're taking like a weekend trip, that could mean you had to buy things for your entire trip and you're not getting your luggage till you get home, but at least you're good to go while you're out of town. So the next thing is lost luggage reimbursement. So kind of related to that baggage delay insurance is the lost luggage reimbursement. So if you or an immediate family member check or carry on luggage that is damaged or lost by the carrier, you're covered up to $3,000 per passenger. There is a little bit bigger of a breakdown on that. Usually the top you can get for one item is $1,500. So if there was some sort of valuable item in your suitcase, and then they're basically going to take your word on it for things like clothing and toiletries. There's usually a set amount that they kind of go by for that. The next thing to address is trip delay reimbursement. So if your common carrier travel is delayed more than 12 hours or requires you to stay somewhere overnight, you're covered for unreimbursed expenses such as meals and lodging up to $500 per ticket. So that means if you and your spouse are traveling and your flight is delayed, it's actually $1,000 total that's going to cover both of you. And the way you would utilize that is go ahead and use that Marriott Bonvoy card to pay for those expenses. And then once you call them and let them know that you need to utilize the trip delay reimbursement, they'll ask you for some information from the airline, like the flight number, so they can verify that it was actually delayed that long and you needed those things. And you'll receive that back in a statement credit. And then the final thing is something that's not necessarily travel related, but that is just that there is purchase protection. Any new purchase that you make is covered for 120 days for any damage or theft up to $500 per claim or $50,000 per account, which is a pretty large amount. So if you were to buy something that cost $500, say a new TV, and then unfortunately your house was robbed and somebody took the TV or somebody took it out of your car, you'd be covered up to that $500. All right, so these are the things that you will get with either one of these cards, but let's go ahead and take a deeper dive into the first card, which is the one with no annual fee, which is our Marriott Bonvoy Bold card. So as you can see on the screen, there's a little bit of confusing verbiage because you see it says 14 times and then 2 times and then 3 times. Let me go ahead and explain how all of that works. So to start off, if you notice at the bottom left of your screen, with this card, just for signing up, you get 50,000 bonus points. In order to actually have those points credited to your account, you're going to need to spend $1,000 on purchases within your first 3 months. So basically, $333 to $334 should be pretty easy to do, and then those points will be applied as soon as you make those purchases. So, the big thing to break down is that first 14x on the top right of your screen. So, you earn 14 times total points for every $1 that you spend at hotels that are participating in Marriott Bonvoy. But that 14 is not just straight. Those numbers over there to your left kind of explain how it works. So, 3% of that is earning 3 times points just for using your Marriott Bonvoy Bold credit card. 10 times of those points, so 10x of those points, are because you're a Marriott Bonvoy member. And then 1x of those points is because you automatically received Silver Elite status when you signed up for this card. So that 3x, 10x, and 1x that you see to the left are just a breakdown of how you get to that 14x when you're staying at a Marriott Bonvoy property. If you make any other type of travel purchase, such as an airline or a car rental, things like that, you'll earn 2 times points per dollar spent. There are limits on where you need to book in order to utilize that. Chase does offer a booking service that you can utilize through Marriott Bonvoy. You can use Marriott Bonvoy's website, or you can book directly through an airline. I usually would recommend going directly through who you're going to use because as a travel agent, I can tell you for sure that's going to cause a lot less issues than using a third party service. And then any other purchase that you make, you are earning 1 times points, so basically 1 point per dollar spent on any of your other purchases. And with this card, you automatically receive 15 Elite Credit Nights per calendar year, which does qualify you for Silver Elite status. Silver Elite status is actually only requires 10 night credits, so this gives you 15. It's basically the same as giving you 15 stays that you would earn towards that, but it actually puts you a little bit above what you need for Silver Elite, so you can get to that next level even sooner. So that is it for the Marriott Bonvoy Bold card. So now let's go into the big guy, the $95 annual fee one, which is the Marriott Bonvoy Boundless card. As you can see, this one has a few more benefits, so let's go ahead and break it down. The first thing is on that bottom left of your screen, you see the 100,000 bonus points for signing up. This is twice as many bonus points, but you do need to spend 3 times as much. You need to spend $3,000 on purchases in your first 3 months from your account opening. So basically $1,000 a month. Again, somebody who's paying for a $95 annual fee, that's probably not that big a deal. And once you do that spend for purchases, you will go ahead and receive those points applied to your Bonvoy account. So with this card, you earn 17 times points for every dollar spent at hotels participating in Marriott Bonvoy. As you can see, we have that breakdown here to the left. So for using the Boundless card, you get 6 times points. You have 10 times points from Marriott for being a Bonvoy member, and then again the 1 times points with Marriott Elite. So it's basically the same, except for with the Boundless card, you're earning 6x instead of 3x, and that's how we get to the 17. As far as the travel purchases, it's the same thing here. You're going to earn 2 times points per dollar, but with this card, you're also going to receive 2 times points per dollar on all of your other purchases. So now that we get down here to the bottom, this is where this card varies the most to the other card, other than having a slightly higher multiplier. And that is that you still receive 15 Elite Night credits per calendar year, but you get automatic Silver Elite status year anniversary as each account anniversary year as a card member. So as long as you have this card, you will always be Silver Elite. The other card, you get those 15 free nights to get you to that Silver Elite when you first sign up, but you need to keep it current as you go on. Again, those points don't expire and they do keep rolling over, but if you were to go a long time without using them and then you would utilize some, you could lose your Silver Elite status with the Bold card. So that's a big difference here with the Boundless card. Another thing that you get is a free night award every year after your account anniversary. So, as long as you've had your account for 1 year, you'll get a free night each year that goes by, and that's valid for a one night hotel stay at a property with a redemption level up to 35,000 points. If the hotel has a resort fee, like many do in places like Las Vegas, you will be responsible for that still. And you probably won't be in the higher end of hotels like the St. Regis or the Ritz-Carlton because that's probably going to be too many points. But it's very possible you'll get a normal level Marriott, sometimes maybe even a Ritz-Carlton, and things that are in that mid-level to lower upper level tier for Marriott. You would utilize the Marriott Bonvoy app or website to figure out exactly how many points you're going to need. With this card, you get free premium Wi Fi. So, a lot of hotels in the Marriott brand offer free Wi Fi to all guests, but it's not very fast. This actually gets you that upgraded Wi Fi, so premium access when staying at any Marriott Bonvoy hotel. It's going to give you that better speed, and it's really great for business travelers who need to do work because the other Wi Fi that they have is just not going to cut it. And a lot of times that's like an extra $15 fee, so you don't have to pay that. So, that is great. And then the last thing is a path to gold status. And basically, what that means is as long as you spend $35,000 on purchases in a calendar year, that basically gives you enough points because you're earning 2 points per dollar to get you up to the Marriott Gold status, so bumping you up a tier. So those are the breakdowns of the Bold and Boundless card. A lot less cards than Hilton, so it's just the two, and there's not one that offers the same benefits as, say, the American Express card. The points can be transferred the same way that you can with the Marriott Bonvoy points, so check out my other video, which I will link at the end of this video for Marriott Bonvoy to find out how else you can utilize your points. You can definitely transfer them to airlines and things like that, use them towards rental cars. Basically, any way you can use Marriott Bonvoy points, you can use the points that you're gaining from this card. But that is about all I have for today for the Marriott Bonvoy credit cards. Like I said, this channel is about everything travel, and in addition to this channel, we do have a podcast called Unknown Destination, where we talk about the current travel industry, things that we've learned as travel professionals, and sometimes just tell fun and crazy stories about things that have happened to us. So I will link that down below on Anchor, but you can also check it out on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Overcast, basically anywhere that you get your podcasts. If you enjoy content like this, I do ask that you go ahead and just like this video and give us a subscribe, hit that subscribe button down below, and we will see you on the next one. I want to thank you guys for watching this. I hope you found it helpful, and we'll see you next time.